What up, y'all? It's boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for August 27th, 2018, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. The next entry in the James Bond film series, commonly referred to as Bond 25, may have missed its planned November 8, 2019 release date, according to reports. The film is said to have suffered a setback following the release of director Danny Boyle and may not be released until early 2020, noted The Hollywood Reporter, citing sources. Boyle co-wrote the script for his version of Bond 25 alongside John Hodge. The script did not meet the approval of producers Michael G. Wilson, Barbara Broccoli, and star Daniel reported, noting that studios MGM and Eon are now searching for a new writer or writer-director. MGM has declined to comment on any delay to the film's release date. This will be Craig's fifth turn as the iconic spy after starring in Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, and Spectrum. John Cho is set to star in Netflix's film Tigertail from Masters of None co-creator Alan Yang. The film, written and directed by Yang, will explore the poor life choices made by two people and the consequences that they face. Tigertail is based on events that happened to Yang's family and will span generations and locations from 1950s Taiwan to present-day New York City. Cho will be Kristen Ko and Tiz Ma. Yang is also producing alongside with Charles D. King, Kim Roth, Poppy Hanks, along with executive producers Peter Pastorelli and David Lee. Yang said on Twitter, "I am directing a movie. Could not be more excited to be working with the dream team of Asian talent, including at John the Cho, at Christine_Ko, at Tiz Ma 8, at Aiden Sesto, and Mickey Rooney." Joking about late actor Rooney, who infamously starred as an Asian character in Breakfast at Tiffany's, joined the project. Cho can be seen in Searching, which arrived in selected theaters on Friday. John M. Chu and Henry Golding, who directed and starred in Crazy Rich Asians respectively, made headlines for buying out a theater for Searching in support of Cho. Matt Bomer will guest star in an upcoming episode of NBC's Will and Grace revival, which returns with the new episode on October 4th. Bomer will portray a lust for Will, played by Eric McCormick, who is described as being a smooth-talking television news anchor. Bomer said on Twitter in relation to the role, "Dream come true." Bomer will be joined on the episode by other guest stars such as Olympic figure skater Adam Rippon and Minnie Driver, who will reprise her role as Lorraine Finster, an enemy of Megan Karen. The new season will also feature Friends alum David Schwimmer in a recurring guest role as a new love interest for Deborah Messing's Grace. Other guest stars who will be featured throughout the season will include Alec Baldwin, Chelsea Handler, John Cryer, and Mary McCormick. Sons of Anarchy alum Katey Sagal and Friends icon Courteney Cox have landed roles on the Showtime comedy Shameless for Season 9. Variety says Sagal will play a psychiatrist patient and love interest for William H. Macy's Frank, while Cox will play an alcoholic actress who hires Jeremy Allen White's Lips as her sober companion. The Chicago-set show about the dysfunctional Gallagher family is set to return September 9th. It co-stars Emily Runson, Ethan Kokotsky, Shanola Hampton, Steve Howey, Emma Keenly, Cameron Monaghan, Richard Flood, and Christian Isaiah. Superstar Christie Brinkley has signed up as a judge for the competition series American Beauty Star. Hosted by Ashley Graham, Season 2 of the Lifetime program is now being taped in Atlanta. Joining Brinkley on the judges panel are Hearst Magazine's chief beauty director Leah Wire and celebrity fashion and beauty photographer Yu Tsai. The press release says, debut in 2019, American Beauty Star Season 2 will consist of 13 episodes, leading to an explosive live season finale event. Viewers from across the country will be able to vote for their favorite hair and makeup artists to help determine who will be the next American Beauty star. Castle Rock and Suburgatory actress Jane Levy is to co-star with Renee Zellweger in Netflix's upcoming series What If? Levy tweeted, "Yay," along with the link to the news story about her casting. The streaming service has ordered 10 episodes of the social thriller series from Matt Kelly, who is credited as creator, writer, season 1 runner, and executive producer. Netflix said in a press release announcing the project on August 17th, Each season will tackle a different morality tale inspired by culturally consequential source materials and the power of a single fateful decision to change the trajectory of an entire life. Christopher Robin and Killing Eve actor Ken Nwosu is set to star in ITV's three-part psychological drama The Man. Nwosu tweeted after the news broke, "Let's get it," penned by Mike Bartlett, whose credits include Dr. Foster and The Town. The miniseries will be filmed by director Julia Ford starting in September. Executive producer Catherine Oldfield said in a statement, "After the success of Trauma, I'm delighted to be reunited with Mike to work on The Man for ITV. Mike's created a fantastically taut contemporary thriller about bullying. Given the current climate, it feels exactly the right time to explore something that affects so many people, all with Mike's brilliant abilities to mix dark humor with intense paranoia to dramatic effects. I can't wait to see the hugely talented Ken bring Thomas to life." Tony winner Laura Benanti is to take over the role of Eliza Doolittle from Lauren Ambrose in the Lincoln Center Theater production of My Fair Lady. The Supergirl and Detour actress tweeted, "This is my dream, you guys, my lifelong dream, and it's happening." Berlanti is to headline a transformation tale from October 23rd through 17th at the Vivian Belmont Theater in New York, the show's producer said in a press release. The cast of the classic Lerner and Loeb musical also includes Harry Hayden Patton, Norbert Leo Buds, Rosemary Harris, Alan Kurdener, Jordan Danuka, Linda Muggleston, and Clark Thurl. Ambrose will play her final performance on October 21st. She is leaving to begin work on M. Night Shyamalan's upcoming Apple series. The odd couple Biloxi Blues and Lost in Yonkers playwright Neil Simon died Sunday morning at the age of 91. TMZ reported the Pulitzer Prize-winning scribe had been suffering from kidney failure, Alzheimer's disease, and dementia. Playbill.com gave the cause of his death as pneumonia. Simon's other works include the plays Come Blow Your Horn, Barefoot in the Park, Promises, Promises, and The Sunshine Boys. Most of the stage comedies were adapted as successful films. He also wrote the original screenplays for the classic movies The Girl, The Heartbreak Kid, The Out-of-Towners, and Murder by Death. Simon was a three-time Tony winner, Kennedy Center honoree, and the recipient of the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor. Broadway icon Harvey Feinstein was among the first of many luminaries to pay homage to Simon on social media. Feinstein wrote, "Neil Simon, gone, a loss for the entire entertainment industry. He could write a joke that would make you laugh, define the character, the situation, and even the world's problems. First time I met him, he looked at me and said, 'Where the hell did they find you?' What a gent." Yvette Nicole Brown, the actress and television personality, tweeted, "A lot of my heroes are dying. What a sad few weeks this has been. Hashtag RIP Neil Simon." Jonathan Silverman wrote, "Much respect to the genius hashtag Neil Simon. I had the honor of being in 3 of his Broadway plays and 4 of his movies. I am forever grateful to him. The world has lost one of its brightest in kindness." The official Awards Twitter feed, the final curtain has fallen for one of the gods of Broadway, multiple hashtag Tony Awards winning playwright, librettist, screenwriter, and hitmaker Neil Simon has died at the age of 91. Rest in peace. And Mark Hamill said in his own post a quote that Neil Simon once said. It states, "There's no more money anyone can pay me that I need. There are no awards that they can give me that I haven't won. I have no reason to write another play except that I'm alive and I like to do it. Hashtag RIP Giant of the American Theater. Hashtag thanks for the laughs." Simon was 92. Country music star Miranda Lambert describes herself as single and happy in a new interview. The 34-year-old singer, who is divorced from recording artist Blake Shelton, was speaking to the Tennessean newspaper about her latest collaboration with her Pistol Annie's bandmates when she made the comment. Lambert says, "Since our last record, we've had 2 divorces, a marriage, 2 babies, and 1 on the way," referencing to herself and fellow musicians Angelina Presley and Ashley Monroe. She says, "Now we've got 2 husbands, 1 single and happy, and I just feel like we live such crazy lives. There's a lot of life to be lived in just 5 years between 3 women, and I feel like we're just telling the story of what all of that is and doing it very honestly." Lambert admitted her high-profile romances aren't always easy to manage. She says, "Love is a hard road sometimes, and it's been a roller coaster ride for me, but I'm definitely thankful for all the ups and downs because I've had some really good songs come out of it. You've got to take the bad parts and put them on paper and then move on to the happy parts." UsMagazine.com says Lambert recently broke up with the Turnpike Troubadours singer Evan Felker after dating him for about 4 months. Singer Anderson East was her boyfriend before that. Lambert and Shelton were married from 2011 to 2015. Selena Gomez have collaborated, have posted videos on their Instagram accounts teasing a music video they filmed with DJ Snake and Ozuna this week. Cardi B shared a brief video Friday of her revealing she had just finished the project. She then showed off new clothes she had been given for her infant daughter Culture. Cardi B wrote, "Soon come on set." Another post along with the photo of the director's chair with the names DJ Snake, Selena, Cardi B, Ozuna, and Culture stitched on them. Gomez captured on her own collection of photos, "Today was so fun." One features her smiling and hugging Cardi B, and both are wearing red outfits. Another image shows all of the artists sitting together, and the last snapshot captures Gomez and DJ Snake. Rapper Travis Scott's Astroworld is number 1 on the U.S. album charts for a second week. Coming in number 2 on the Billboard 200s is Nicki Minaj's Queen, followed by Drake's Scorpion number 3, Trippie Redd's Life's a Trip at number 4, and Post Malone's Beer Bongs and Bentley at number 5. Rounding up the top tier are Juice WRLD's Goodbye and Good Riddance at number 6, Aretha Franklin's 30 Greatest Hits at number 7, Cardi B's Invasion of Privacy at number 8, Jason Mraz's No at number 9, and XXX Tentacion with Question Mark at number 10. The romantic comedy Crazy Asians is the number 1 movie in North America for a second weekend, earning an additional $25 million in receipts, BoxOfficeMojo.com announced Sunday. Coming in number 2 is The Meg with $13 million, followed by The Happy Time Murders number 3 with $10 million, Mission Impossible Fallout at number 4 with $8 million, and Disney's Chris Robin number 5 with $6.3 million. Rounding up the top tier are Mile 22 at number 6 with $6 million, Alpha at number 7 with $5.6 million, Black Klansman at number 8 with $5.3 million, AXL at number 9 with $2.9 million, and Slender Man at number 10 with $2.8 million. And now let's take a look at what happened on this entertainment history. On this date in 1953, Roman Holiday featuring Audrey Hepburn in her first starring movie role premieres in New York City. Hepburn's performance, Roman Holiday as a European princess who ditches her official duties and falls in love with an American journalist played by Gregory Peck while on tour in Rome, earned her an Academy Award for Best Actress and instantly established her as a leading Hollywood star. Hepburn was born on May 4, 1929 in Belgium. Her father, an English businessman, left Hepburn and her mother, a Dutch baroness, when Hepburn was a young girl. She attended school in England, but when World War II broke out, her mother brought her to Holland, thinking her daughter would be safe there. During the war, the Nazis occupied Holland, and Hepburn and her family endured hunger and other hardships. After the war, Hepburn studied ballet in Amsterdam and London and played bit parts on stage and screen until she met the French writer Colette that Hepburn be cast as the lead in the Broadway version of her novel Gigi. Hepburn's Broadway debut brought her enormous attention and led to her role in Roman Holiday. Moviegoers were enchanted by the slender, elegant beauty, and she went on to star in a string of hit films, including Sabrina in 1994 opposite Humphrey Bogart, Funny Face 1957 with Fred Astaire, Breakfast at Tiffany's in 1961 in which she played Holly Golightly, and My Fair Lady in 1964 in which she starred as Eliza Doolittle. Hepburn married the actor Andrew Farrar in 1957, and he produced her in 1967's film Wait Until Dark, which earned her another Academy Award nomination. Hepburn also received Best Actress Oscar nominations for Sabrina, 1959's The Nun Story, and Breakfast at Tiffany's. For her and Hepburn, divorced in 1968, they had 2 sons together, and the actress married the Italian psychiatrist Andre Dotti in 1969. The couple moved to Europe, and Hepburn largely retired from Hollywood, devoting her time to charitable causes. She became a special ambassador to the United Nations Children's Fund, or UNICEF, in the 1970s. Hepburn's marriage to Dotti produced another son and lasted until 1982. In 1976, after a 9-year hiatus from Hollywood, Hepburn appeared as a middle-aged Maid Marian in Robin and Marian opposite Sean Connery. She made a handful of films appearances after that, including her final role as an angel in Always in 1989, directed by Steven Spielberg. Hepburn continued to work for charitable causes until her death from cancer at the age of 63 on January 20th, 1993 in Switzerland. Also on this date in 1907, Beatles manager Brian Epstein dies. On August 20, 1967, Brian Epstein, the manager of the Beatles, found dead of an accidental drug overdose in his Sussex, England home. The following day, the headline in the London Daily Mirror read, Epstein, The Beatle-making Prince of Pop dies at 32. Brian Epstein was, by all accounts, the man who truly got the Beatles off the ground, and in John Lennon's estimation, it was difficult to see how they managed to go on without the man who had managed every aspect of the Beatles' business affairs up until his untimely death. John Lennon later recalled, "I knew that we were in trouble then. I didn't really have any misconceptions about our ability to do anything other than play music. I was scared. I thought we fucking had it." The relationship between Brian Epstein and the Beatles dated back to 1961. Entirely self-managed and without a recording contract, the Beatles had just recently returned from Hamburg and begun playing Liverpool's Cavern Club. Epstein was then running his family's record and musical instrument shop in Walton Road, just blocks away from the Cavern. Just as he would later tell the story, he hadn't heard of the Beatles until he had two young customers enter his store looking for a copy of a record they made in Hamburg as the backing group for vocalist Pete Sheridan. Based on this rather modest buzz, Epstein arranged to go see the future Fab Four several weeks later. The band that Epstein saw the first time he laid eyes on, the Beatles, were very different from the ones that would soon conquer the world. They dressed in black leather, they played only covered tunes, and they would freely eat and drink on stage during and in between songs. Yet Epstein was immediately taken with their charisma and the crowd's response to it. On January 24th, 1962, he was officially hired by John, Paul, George, and drummer Pete Best in a deal that gave Epstein 25% cut of the band's gross earnings for the next 5 years. As a business deal, that management contract may seem to have been tilted very much in Epstein's favor, but it is fair to say that the world might have not have heard of the Beatles if it weren't for their manager and good friend. The Beatles in Suits had them bow in unison after each number, and just got a few months after being hired, got them their first recording contract with Parlophone Records. And that is your entertainment report for Monday, August 27th, 2000. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray. That's RMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.